Anti_scuff_bot says you're live.
We are live. Good. Finally. Hey, about time. Start. Let's see how quickly this notification goes out. Ping! It is out straight away. No messing about. This is a much better bot.
Says action live online under the category IRL. The uptime begins.
The uptime begins. Interesting. Who's going to be first in? That's what I want to know. Ash. Oh my God. Ash for the 72 months. Mate, Ash, do you know you're an absolute legend? Just to let you know.
Well, this has been a long time.
It has been a long time. Because I know you don't really get to watch the stream often. You're not about. But to be subbing 72 months.
890 says evening all.
That's incredible, mate. So thank you for your support, Ash. Hello, Julie.
620 says 72 months.
Gareth, good to see you.
Says evening all.
How did your van go? I briefly popped in Discord. Hello, Gwenny. Wait, Gwenny, you in Vegas now?
Gwenny Gwen says hi, chat.
Evening, Tanner. Yeah, it's a different time. Also, by the way, chat, what do you real talk, right?
Says Gwenny.
Oh, we get hit with an ad straight away.
Gwenny Gwen says still
Sorry,
in Vegas.
sorry, non-subs. You have just been hit with an ad. Can I snooze it?
Tanner Cullen says beautiful evening. Is it nice and sunny there?
It is, mate. It is a beautiful evening. It is a beautiful evening. What was I going to say? Still in Vegas, nice. Oh yeah, I was going to say real talk. What do you actually think
Trick
of this?
2020 says hi, chat.
I tried to make a bit of an effort with my hairstyle. So I've tried to do something with it.
890 says I got everything prepped now, ceiling out, just waiting on the Silifex 522 and the roof spaces to come.
Nice.
Trick 2020 says hi.
So I was kind of like wondering what you guys thought.
Got my first hand pay last night.
Let's go! Let's go, Gwenny! Holy! Hey, that's quality, Gwenny.
Trick 2020
Good
says
times.
Gwenny Gwen you with con. Tanner Cullen says, mate, I've got the exact same hair as you.
Have you actually? Nice, Tanner. I like it. I like it. I like your style. But yeah, I was just wondering, like, I'm trying to do something with it. I just tried to... I've got some coconut oil in it to kind of... I don't want to use, like... bad products. Do you know what I mean? And I don't want to put loads of crap in my hair, so I was just like, oh, maybe a bit of coconut oil, and I'll just put it up, and I don't know, I'm just experimenting before I decide if I want to cut it off.
Says hi, Julie, how's you?
Hello, Trig.
Frey Henderson says
hello,
Mr.
Freya.
Stevie.
Mr. Stevie. Hello, hello. I just thought I'd say hello to everyone before I drive off. But yeah, that's a GG's. No one's actually commented on my hair. Does that mean you secretly hate it? But yeah, those who don't know, Gwenny does actually stream. Are you streaming while in Vegas at the minute, Gwenny? So yeah, if you like to see some Vegas streams, Gwenny does some.
Says, love me a man bun.
Love me a man bun. Yeah, I honestly, I'm still learning, mate. I don't know what to do with long hair. Like I'm just experimenting and
Gwenny
just.
Gwen says I am.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so only Tanner wanted to comment on my hair. Maybe that was because no one actually likes it. GG's. And the effort I put in. Damn it. I'm obviously quite tired. But we won today, by the way. Those who follow the kind of my football stuff. We did actually win today, 2-1. One of our players got sent off when we were 2-0 up with 20 minutes to go. And then it was just attack versus defence, and they were absolutely battering us. But the hard work paid off. Whew. What time is it in Vegas? In fact, what time is it for everyone in here? Oh, Luke! Oh my God, Luke, man. Holy.
May the Sunday be with you.
Mate, you're insane. The fuck? That's incredible, Luke. Thank you. Well, I'm back tomorrow.
20 says 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Tanakullan says Bournemouth time long.
Well, that is the stream goal here. Thank you, Luke. May the Sunday be with you too. You absolute legend. Mate, I can't believe again.
325 says long.
Honestly, again, I can't believe it again. It's just legend, mate. Legend. 10-star jumps. I'll take that. I will take that. But good to see you, Luke. And welcome any other lurkers who are just joining. So it's
says you have some quality followers, man.
It's 10:28.
KZ says subdue.
Mate, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. 10:28, 1:30.
325 says it is good to see you as well.
Likewise, mate. Likewise. Like I say, I always have massive respect for the lurkers. I know you were lurking my stream for a long time before you started speaking. I just feel like lurkers are just such a strong foundation, because it just helps support the stream, you know. Especially with the, you know, it does help with the ad revenue, which helps cover the cost of the streaming as well. But yeah, I'm just blessed. I'm super appreciative of all the different types of support. You know, you're all legends. And yeah, that's all there is to it. That's it. You have some quality followers, man. Yeah, I'm very, very, very lucky. What's up? What's up, Rooks?
Told me to lurk here.
Bussin', how's it going?
Long time lurker, long time YouTube lick-along.
Nice. I like to hear it.
Check out by 11 and heading to Paris Hotel.
Oh, we have to check out by 11. Well, Gwenny, as much as I'd love you to be here, that sounds like a stress waiting to happen. If it's 10:28 or it's now 10:30, you got half an hour. I hope you're all packed. I mean, if you're all packed and sorted, that's good. But if you're not, that sounds like stress, because normally I just pack everything up last minute and then I'm stressing like, I don't know why I stress. Do you know what? I stress less than I used to, because now I think from the experience of always being like 10-15 minutes late to check out,
Julian 620 says Ubu Gwenny.
I feel like it's not so bad now, because like you don't often get fined. I don't know what it's like in America, but if you're 10 minutes late for checkout, I feel like they don't make such a big fuss about it.
Gwenny Gwen says I'm the same way, Stevie. Stressing.
Yeah, exactly. So, right, let's get going. It's a beautiful day. I'm just wondering whether if you guys want to have a little walk around the lake, you could do that. Take you for a little walk. Let's get going anyway. It is going to disconnect off the Wi-Fi, so bear with me while it sorts itself out.
Julian 620 says concrete cows, please.
Concrete
says
cows.
Sounds chill.
Oh god, there's a lot of people standing in the rows there.
Says, let's get some ice cream.
Let's get some ice cream. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I could be a bit naughty. I'm easing back into being good, and I've started with drinking water instead of like bad drinks, you know. So I went out for the Mother's Day meal, you know. In fact, I went out for a drink after the football game because we won. I was like, do you know what? I'll go out and, you know, because each week I'm like, sorry lads, I can't make it. I've got editing to do. And then I'm like that every week, and I kind of feel like I should every now and then. And we won, so I was like, oh, do you know what? I'll go out for a quick one. So I ordered a mineral water. Everyone's there with their beers, and there's me and my bottle of mineral water. Yeah, I'm just trying to make these, like, I'm just starting off with these small decisions, you know. Small healthy decisions. Is the stream working? Oh, it looks like it is. Sweet. Lovely jubbly. But yeah, I mean, I'm just slowly making these better choices, but, you know, still having the odd little naughty thing, and then eventually...
Wenigwin says, good job, Stevie.
It's kind of also good that, like, the lads don't... I don't know. Like, I feel like normally in that environment...
620 says, see, no Timmy's.
People will be like, oh, you know what, look at you with your water and that, but it's not quite. I don't know. I don't know if it's just these lads or what, but it's a good bunch of lads, and there isn't that kind of like, oh, you're a pussy for not drinking. You know, you don't really get that now, which is good because I kind of don't care anyway. I'm kind of like. I think it's also an age thing. I'm kind of at that age where it's like I'm doing me, and I don't really care. I mean, I say that. I mean, I don't care what people think, but I do at the same time. I'm still working slower towards that, you know. And that's how you can be your authentic self. You do need to kind of learn to not be bothered by certain things.
MB_Dragon says greetings at Steve 8 and chat, hope all are well.
Greetings.
TR4 Visilu says good evening.
How's it going, Travis? Good to see you, mate. Good evening. But yeah, it was good to actually win a game. So, Andy Johnson, I feel like you spoke the other day, didn't you? Thanks for the follow, mate.
TR4 Visilu says, how are we?
Good, mate. Good. I mean, it's always that little bit more special when you got the sunshine out. Gives you that little extra nice feeling. What do you think, Chad? Should we go for a little stroll?
TR4 Visilu says, how was footy meal?
Footy plus meal. Yeah, so footy was good. We won, which was nice. And then after that, and then had a meal with my mum, brother, stepdad. That was also quite nice. And now I get to spend the rest of my evening with chat. It doesn't get much better than that, does it?
Julene 620 says, what you have?
I had a beef something.
TR4 Visilu says, nice.
They
perfect weather too.
It is perfect weather, yeah.
Nayak says, good evening, Stevie.
Well,
how was your day?
Yeah, not bad, mate. How was your day? I mean, when you say perfect weather, it wasn't quite perfect weather for football because the winds.
It's a beauty of an evening.
It is a beauty of the evening. Sorry about the I don't know. I can't actually work out because the sun's so bright. I don't know if that's messing up the camera. So apologies if your camera's going a bit weird with the sun rays. Yeah, that's it, mate. Just go out in front of me. Cool. But yeah, I'm not in Coastal. This is Milton Keynes area.
TR4 Visilu says, did you just pass the bus stop where that bus didn't stop?
No. They all look fairly similar, to be fair, Travis. A lot of the Milton Keynes, there's all these roundabouts. Evening, Yemsy. You get to save your bits for another day. FYI, just letting you know before you...
TR4 Visilu says, looks similar. Julene620 says hi at Yemsy. Julene620 says Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. All the mothers out there. Legends.
TR4 Visily says where you driving off to?
Just this usual little spot we go to down here. But I'm thinking with the sunshine, I'm just wondering if it's worth thinking about going for a little stroll, a little walk around the lake.
Julene620 says us Mama's Day is in May.
Mama's Day.
Says the mother of my son can suck a fart. Tanakolan says lol. Julene620 says WTF. Julene620 says move car.
I know, it was a bit weird they decided to just write reverse. This van here has been here quite a few times. Gotta be careful because
Julene620 says they must be building a van too.
Maybe. What do you reckon, chat? Do you want to go for a little stroll? Go for a little walk? How would I don't have my little wrist. I used to have a wrist thing. Maybe I'll have to buy another one. I don't know what happened to that. Just so I can have a chat phone.
TR4 Visily says walk for sure. Julene620 says yeah, let's stroll.
Let's
Tanakolan
stroll.
says go for a little amble.
Little amble. Annoyingly, this Wi-Fi.
Gareth890 says doesn't it make a difference in evenings now back on BST? Tricky53 says you need a workout after a big meal.
You need a workout after a big meal. Okay, Tricky. Okay. Well, we've already hit the goal anyway, so I'll be back tomorrow. I think, as you should know, Tricky, Sunday is my day of rest, okay? Yeah, I'm going to have to take the whole thing. I might... That's so awkward. It's awkward because I don't have enough battery.
TR4 says Sunday reset.
Sunday reset.
Says just as Jesus intended.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's because I play football.
53 says roaming rules.
And it absolutely knackers me out. Let's just check. This shouldn't kill the stream. It might go slightly scuffed for a second or two, but I'm just going to check to see if this has any battery. I don't know what happened there. Oh. Okay, good, we're back. Are you playing 11 aside? I do play 11, yeah. Proper 11, Sunday League. Oh yes, this one has battery. Perfect. That works out wonderfully. Result. Okay, so I can put this... Oh. Okay, no, it didn't work out perfectly. I remember having this problem before. I think there's something wrong with this battery. I think it seems to like turn itself off. Not ideal. I'll have one more go. Yeah, also, well, because I've disconnected the modem, it now means the... Oh, you don't want to see me faff around modems here. Let's just look at the beautiful view. I'll see if I can adjust the exposure. Oh, maybe that's too dark. Or does that look quite pretty? Yeah, I've been recording my goals and assists as well. I've got 15 assists and I have 8 goals this season. So 23 goal involvements this season, which isn't too bad. I think in about maybe 15 games. Not too shabby. Okay, so I'm going to give it a go because I think worst case scenario when the modem doesn't quite work, I think the SIM card in the phone is holding up fairly okay anyway, so all right, let me connect the chat phone. I'm going to turn TTS off. Those are good stats, man. Thank you. I sort of play a number 10 role. So I guess it's kind of my job, you know. And it is Sunday League. So I'm not gonna pretend it's like a high level or anything because it's not. Okay. So TTS is off. I wonder if can I test it? How can I test an alert? Oh, I've got an idea. I just want to test an alert quickly to see if this will work, so bear with me. Unless anyone wants to give 100 bits. So yeah, just bear with me. Hello, Detrix. Do you do 5, 6 aside in the week too? I did, Travis, yeah, but I don't at the minute. It kind of hurts me, but when the message comes out, like, hey, thank you, Yemzi. You just saved me about 45 seconds to maybe a minute. Thank you, Yemzi. Appreciate that. It does work. Cool. We are good. Because I've got the alert one in my pocket, turns TTS off, but I'm going to use my normal phone to read chat, and I'm going to use this phone to read chat. But it's just a way of the what do you call it? The alert's still working, because normally when I have this set up, the alerts don't work. So I figured out a way to make it still work. Okay, so camera compensation, let's put that back. Just driving home. I've just picked up my son from his dad, and then I'll be in chat. Yeah, no worries, Yimsy. I need to put... Oh, yeah, I need to put this somewhere. I've got the big battery. Depends how bothered you are about the mic. If you're not bothered about the mic, I can lose this battery. All right, let me know, right? Because is it windy? I think it is windy, isn't it? It doesn't look windy. No, it looks pretty still. Like, how bad is this? This is this is what it sounds like without the mic. I'm not sure how bad it is. and then this is it with the mic. Do you feel you want me to go for the mic? What do we reckon? Where's Philly? We need Philly to reckon. Okay. I'll give it a go. Let's just give it a go. Oh. I heard my name. How's it going, Mike? Yeah, I guess I'll just tuck it in. Oh, it actually did. It worked. Oh yeah, there is a bit of a wind actually, to be fair, so this isn't too bad. Probably good that do you want the walk view? We'll go for a little stroll in the sunset. This is one of those little one of these little trains, mini trains. It's pretty cool, isn't it? It looks like it hasn't been used for a while though. I wonder if I'm going to be a bit cold when the sun's gone. Daffodils. Oh yeah, the daffodils, yeah, on the entrance. It's quite pretty, isn't it? What do you think? I know this isn't normally the content, but I thought we'd give it a go. Sorry if it's a bit jerky as well. Hopefully we can find a spot where we can see the sun. I don't think we can, because the sun's over there. Show us the cows. We're far from the cows, Julie. Far from the cows. Although saying that, we're potentially near some real cows. Want to see some real cows? Right, we normally lose signal in these little bridges. Caldicot. Oh yeah, we'll go this way to the lake. Nice little nature walk, isn't it? It's the definition of a chill Sunday. And there it is, the lake. Looks pretty, doesn't it? It's just the trees are, I mean, obviously we love trees, but they're kind of in the way. Oh, there's a lot of flies here. Oh, get off. Like, going up my nose and everything. Get off. So the sun's this side. So kind of the famous lake. Why do you think this lake's famous? I might go down there actually and see if I can find a little spot. I mean, I guess this is a bit of a taster of what it'll be like van life, travelling around. Been here many a time. Are you thinking of Willen Lake, Travis? This is Caldicot Lake. I have been on stream here before, but only once before. Gotta love a bit of nature. Oh, just gonna chill here for a sec. I've got this cable sticking out. This is what I'm looking forward to travelling. Evenings like this, you know, when it's just, you got the sun setting and everything just seems so peaceful. When your mate pretends to be a super fan. Yeah, that's Willen Lake, Travis, yeah. I thought you were thinking of Willen Lake. Why is this where you plan on... Wait, what? Why is this where you plan on bathing? You what? Yeah, it's a different lake. I like to mix things up, Travis, you know. But I definitely think that the areas across there, I don't know if you can see them, I'm pretty, these flats over here and apartments, I feel like this would be quite a nice place to live next to the lake. I feel very conflicted with like where I'd actually want to settle down, you know. Just catching up, new here, well, welcome in, chicken. Normally I'm actually converting a camper van at the minute. So this is this content isn't the usual. This is just a Sunday, bit of Sunday chill. Is it Colby Court Lake? No, it's Caldicot. Let me put it in the chat for you, so you can look it up. Oh, I actually don't know how to spell it. Caldicott Lake. I'm dyslexic. I don't know how to spell it. It's something like that. If you put Caldicott Lake, Milton Keynes, I put Milton Keynes in there, so you know how to spell that. It should hopefully show you. But yeah, normally I'm go snipe him, chat. I don't think there's that many people around here. Claire Marie, she lives nearby. Got it, thank you. No worries, man. Oh my god, no one wants your shit viewers. Thank you, whoever deleted that. It's nice to see it disappear. Looks calm and peaceful. What a Sunday evening. Yeah, I kind of need it, I think. I think the last, two streams working on the van, I think I felt a little bit overwhelmed because working on the shower with the wall, building the wall, and then you had all the wiring, and then like trying to figure out, do I put the ceiling in first or the wall in first? And then there's the front bit of the wall, and it's like, how am I going to solve that? There's all these little problems. I think what I've done is I've kind of put off some of the problems, and then they've kind of, now they're all surfacing, and they're kind of hitting me all at once. So I guess in a way, I had it coming. I was kind of doing it to myself, but yeah, I think just sometimes, just maybe I needed to keep the consistency. I needed to take my foot off the gas a little bit, maybe not feel the pressure of like doing the van every single day. Like, so today, I'm not sure if I'm going to do, I might do a bit of van work, maybe just a few little bit, I don't know. I'll see how I feel when we get back to the van, but definitely a nice little stroll, nice little walk like this with chat is quite nice. Where do you plan on going with the van? Going to take it off the island? Oh yeah, I will be, yeah. I'll be taking it into Europe. Oh, there's a duck there. I don't know if you can see him. Yeah, chilling. I'll be taking it to, yeah, like France, and then I don't know whether I'm going to go to Portugal, Spain area first, or whether I'm going to go the other way first. Do you know what? I really enjoyed Greece, but I don't know if I enjoyed Greece because at the time I was with Steffi, and it was quite like a nice, cozy. It felt cozy. I don't know if that's why. Like the little restaurants and stuff like that. But I feel like on my own, the experience will be different. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to experience the travel on my own. I say on my own with chat. Well, this is beautiful, isn't it, MZ? It's definitely nice and calming. You have to confront your problems. You do, Julie. Yes, you do. But also at the same time, Julie, you have to know your limitations. You have to know your threshold. You do have to pick your battles wisely. If you take on too much at once, it can be overwhelming. But sometimes if you do leave it, so where I've been focusing on confronting other problems, these problems have been building in the background. So yeah, it is a bit of a constant battle. It quite gives you a good time to think clearly. Yeah, it is nice. I don't think we are doing any van work. Probably not. You're probably right. Quack. 290,000 for one of those. But is that what you're looking at, Mike? Well, there you go, chat. If you want one of these apartments, 290,000. That's a lot for an apartment. Jeez. That is affordable. It won't be very big though. I mean, it's definitely not affordable for me. Absolutely no chance. The problem I have is I stopped full-time employment, maybe, what was it, 2021. So I haven't had a full-time job for 4 years. I've done like bits of work here and there, contract work. But basically, if I wanted to buy a house, I wouldn't be able to because no one will give me a mortgage. So yeah, I've got absolutely no chance of buying anywhere. And even renting somewhere, I wouldn't be able to afford anywhere. I did go down Italy, cross to Croatia, and end up in Greece. Goofball, how's it going, mate? Yeah, I mean, I did like... Oh, God, I left my pillow. I have to go back and grab that. I did... I can't believe I've done that. What an idiot. Yeah, I did enjoy... We got a ferry... Where did we get the ferry from, chat? Do you remember? We went from yeah, Italy, and we got the ferry across to Greece. That was nice. But yeah, I enjoyed Italy as well. I enjoyed the cafes. I like how the cafes. They actually have a law. Someone was telling me that they're not allowed to charge more than a certain price for coffee. I can't remember what it is. Is it like for an espresso anyway? Like I think it's like not more than €1 or something like that. I can't remember the facts, but yeah, Italy's definitely nice for the cafes and on a budget as well. Like when I travelled with Steffi before in Italy, we'd get like two coffees and 2 like pastries or whatever, and it'll be like €5. How's it going? Check out. I saw you the ferry from UK to France. Oh, you saw the ferry, yeah. Yeah, there was the one from Italy to Greece from memory. Yeah, Bailey wasn't allowed in the ship, and so we snuck him. So we had to stay on the outer deck, but the stream wasn't working. I think we kind of had enough of a few things. Because shortly after, those who don't know, I lost the keys in the lake. I think there was a build-up of a lot of stresses. We had enough. I think it was a bit cold outside, and it was annoying that Bailey weren't allowed in. So I actually snuck him in and had him under the table. But typical Bailey, like he wants to lay where he wants to lay, and it's like we're trying to keep him under the table. I lay down, but he's like, I don't want to lay under here. I was kind of veering off there. MK becoming the new London. I mean, it is expanding, yeah. Not yet Stevie, but somewhere down the road. I can't remember what I asked now, Mike. I'm catching up on your YouTube. Nice, Julie, nice. Yeah, the YouTube video is when I cook the steak, and then we, yeah, and then so the YouTube video today, there's actually a lot of footage that wasn't on the stream. I cooked the steak, and then afterwards I drove to the lay-by and then slept. And I basically took footage of me like pumping up the air mattress, making the bed. The bed had issues with it. I had to take one of the framing battens down. So that's all in the YouTube. So there's a lot of unseen footage in today's YouTube. And it's quite a long one, 12 minutes. Don't remember. Yeah, that's because the stream kept dying out, Julie. So I don't think I ended stream. I think I left it on clips. So you were on, the stream was on clips for like 5 hours or something. I'm good, thank you, mate. Hope you're well. Sorry, been lurking. No worries, man. Thanks for lurking. So what did you have to do about losing the keys? It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. So this story does haunt me, but yeah, I'll tell you the story. This is nice. How's it going, Robert? I remember you cooking the steak. Yeah, I think it was only a week ago. Yeah, so the story, this is what happened. I'll start from the start. Me and Steffi, we found a little spot somewhere, a nice little lake, and there's a little pebble stone area. We sat out there, and it was a beautiful day. It was still early in the year, so it was like warmish, quite warm in the day, and then it got cold at night. And when I say cold, it's not freezing, but I think it was dropping to like 10 degrees. But anyway, so we're having a nice time swimming and whatnot. And then I wanted to go back to the van to grab something, so I went back to the van to grab something from the van. But what I did is, when I came back, I forgot to put the keys in the like chair. I forgot to put them in the chair, like pocket. And then I went for a swim. And annoyingly, the other times I went for a swim, I just casually went for a little paddle swim. But this one particular time, I decided to swim right out to as far out as I could go, and then back again. And the keys were in my pocket. Worth going live to watch clips for 5 hours. I know the story, that's not the clip. No, there's no clip for this one. I remember you cooking the steak. Oh, I was just checking I didn't miss anything. Yeah, so the panic, the pure panic, I thought, damn. And at the time, because like I could see Steffi was struggling a little bit, I thought, fuck, this is going to be rough. And to be fair, she took it so well. Like that time, I needed her to kind of, you know, like not let it get to it. And I don't know how she done it, but she was amazing. She was like really supported about it. Oh, don't worry, because I was like proper stressing, because it was like my fault as well, which just made it worse. And yeah, basically we were like, oh, what are we gonna do? So I walked to another campsite place and asked, look, can you call like a locksmith or something? And yeah, so obviously it was hard with the language barrier, because where we were wasn't like a touristy area, so no one really spoke English, which made it quite difficult. And they phoned a couple of places. A lot of them were like, oh, we can come tomorrow morning. We couldn't really find anyone who would come now. So yeah, unfortunately there was no one who would come now. So we were like, oh shit. We looked for like hotels nearby, and unfortunately, because we had Bailey, obviously that limits, because we got a dog, so we couldn't get a hotel. So we had to like sleep on the car park floor effectively, or like in the chair. The problem we also had was we were in our swimwear, so we didn't even have clothes. Like she was in she was in a bikini. I was in like shorts, and it was cold. Like when I say cold, like it wasn't 0 degrees, because it was like April time, I think. But I think it was about 10 degrees. It was like this temperature, so you imagine if you're in clothes, then it's probably not too bad. Maybe it was as cold as 8. I can't even remember. I just remember it was freezing because we didn't really have any clothes on. So we just had to sleep there the night. And the time just like dragged, because we were waiting for the next day so we could get someone to obviously try and let us in the van. And I remember like multiple times every hour or so, we were just so cold. We were like, we need to go for a walk, because our body temperature was just dropping. And we were like, we need to walk to try and get some blood pumping and warm up. So we'd be getting up every like 1 a.m, 2 a.m, 3 a.m to try and walk and try and, you know, warm up. And there was a portable toilet. And we'd even went down and tried to like snuggle in this portable toilet. But the problem is, it smelled. And then there was like a big spider in there. So it was like, and it wasn't massively warm. It just it was sheltered, so it was warmer. And it was just a horrific story, but it creates memories and creates character, and you feel a bit more resilient from it. And it was a rough one. Did you ever find the keys? No, I looked for ages. We never found the keys. And the next day, someone came out to try and open it. He tried his best. He had the thing in the window and he couldn't get in. And he just left us. So we're like, oh, okay. So he left us. I was ringing around loads. Again, it was very difficult. I was calling as many people as I could find, but it was difficult because none of them spoke English. So a lot of them would just hang up on you. And I was like, this is just so tough. And just eventually, I can't remember how it came about. I managed to phone someone who was like, okay, yeah, we can come and help you. The guy came and eventually managed to open it. Because it was double locked, you couldn't open the door. What we managed to do was get the wire in, because it was a windy window. We managed to use the wire to unwind the window enough so we could get a hand in there, wind it down further, and then climb in. And he knew someone who could tow it, and luckily this guy was really helpful. He could speak English, and he could, obviously because he was local, he could speak Italian, so he was helping us by speaking to another garage. And they basically picked the van up, dragged it. It was it was quite cringy to watch, but obviously we didn't have the keys, so we couldn't unlock the steering or anything, but they basically just dragged it along, put it on the back of this lorry thing, took the van to a garage, and they reprogrammed the keys. Oh, I forgot to tell you a bit before, where we phoned up different places, and then we even phoned up Ford, and they said it would be about 6 weeks before they would get us a new key. Hang up on you, dummy. Yeah, so it was like six weeks, and we were like, what? How are we going to survive for 6 weeks outside the van? Anyway, yeah, but they picked it up, dragged it to the garage. Luckily they let us stay in the van. We climbed through the window, stayed in the van that night. And I don't know if those who were following me from back then, I don't know if you guys remember the next day stream. We then walked to a little cafe and we updated everyone. I don't know if you remember that, Julie. And we updated everyone with what happened. And yeah, told the story. But yeah, that was a rough moment. That was. But I guess these are the stories you can tell. I've been able to tell you about this story. 6 weeks for keys is nuts. I know it's because they had to reprogram it and they need to get it cut. Because it's not like getting a key cut. It needs to be programmed to work with the immobilizer. So yeah, that was one story. I've got many stories, but yeah, it was a nice little. This was a nice little spot. Let's carry on walking around the lake. Oh, but yeah, I hope you like that story. I kind of like it because it's a funny story, but also at the same time, I hate it because it's brings back the feelings. Although I'm over it now, but you know what I mean. That was a while ago. It makes a venture that you won't forget. And lesson on how not do that again. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly it. I can't believe I've only just heard it. I remember you and chat mentioning it. I just never asked. Yeah, it's a bit of a crazy one, isn't it? At least you didn't go through all that, then find the keys in your pocket. That wouldn't have actually been that bad, or would it? Would it have been worse? Maybe. Ultimately, the end game of that would mean we have an extra spare of keys. So, but yeah, I see. It probably Probably wouldn't have been good. Discord. What's that Discord channel you've put there? Check out. Let me try and get back on the path because I feel like, oh, there's the sunset. It's a shame that the sunset isn't across the lake, is it? Because that would look very pretty. Ooh, very bumpy. Beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, anyone who's not from around here, this is England. If you're not from England, welcome to England. Link of a photo of yourself and Steffi sitting outside the van. Oh, nice one, thank you, check out. Yes, if you want a bit more of a context, check out was posted a link to the picture. That was literally a picture outside of the van where we slept the night. My son locked my only key in the car. Car shouldn't auto lock with keys inside, but it did if you didn't open a front door. Cost 95 quid for someone to come break into my car. Took him like 5 minutes. Damn. Well, at least that was a cheaper issue than what me and Steph did, or I did. Living in a van requires more intelligence than... Oh, right, I've lost. Hang on, I have to get my other phone out. We're in England. We are in England. Stunning evening there. It is, check out. It is. I had a similar story from a lake trip, but I found my keys 6 years later when I took a back captain seat out. That's hilarious. You found your keys 6 years later. Oh, brilliant. Living in a van requires more intelligence than committing armed robbery, and even a genius bank robber can't think of 50% of what can go wrong. Yeah, I mean, it definitely does catch you by surprise with the things that can go wrong. I think because I did a bit of van life before, it definitely does help me design this van, which is why, so I know, like, without going into the detail, but that's why I've got the dishwasher, because I knew how awkward it was trying to wash up in the van. So I'm just gonna have a dishwasher, that solves that problem. I also didn't like the fact I didn't have anywhere to sit. I didn't like the fact we didn't have a ready-built shower. So that's why I've got a shower. But yeah. Didn't you lock yourself out of your car as well, Stevie? I did, the great outdoors. So that's another story. I'll tell you what, we'll find a spot and I'll tell you the story about when I locked myself out my car. The difference on that one as well, which was funny, was not only did I lock my keys in the car, I was actually live streaming it and chat were locked in the car. So it was literally just the stream running until the battery died, which is quite funny. The baby was playing with them and put them there along with my checkbook. Checkbook. That's rolling back the years. Are you near Cornwall? Hello, Pingu Queen. This is not near Cornwall, no. This is a place called Milton Keynes. Yeah, I'm not sure if you've heard of it. But yeah, check out. Could you post the picture in the Discord again? So if anyone wants to see the picture of me and Steffi, just a little background story to those who want to know who Steffi is or who don't know. Steffi is someone who was my friend. We did some travel. We then got together. We were together for a bit and then we split up and we've remained friends. So that's the situation with Steffi, those wondering. Do we have blurps? I think we do, Julie, yes. I think that's why I put them in my pocket. I mean, it's not on a speaker, but I think we do have blurps in the pocket. I remember this picture like it was yesterday. Somebody say Just Eat. It's Just Eat, Julie, not Just Eats. Just wanted to correct you there. Don't want you thinking it's called Just Eats. Yes, years ago, the baby is now 31. And I do still have the van. Nice. Tricky. If you still have the van, when you say van, is it a camper van? I mean, if it is a camper van, could we please see some pictures of it in the Discord? There's a section called show your camper van. If you could show your camper van in that would be pretty cool. So we've had sunset now, chat. So now it's just the peaceful evening colours. Night stream, no shot. And I actually need a wee. Actually, maybe we'll go over there. I was just trying to think. I was just trying to find a little area that's also a nice little spot where I can tell my next story. story time with Stevie. Beautiful. Glad you're enjoying it, Robert. Loads of places to wee. No one around. Nah, yeah, I suppose you're kind of right, but places like this, always, every time I go for a wee, someone just turns up. Like, you look down there, and you go, oh, there's no one on the path. And then you go for a wee, and then all of a sudden someone's like a couple of meters away. You need a wee, and there's a big puddle in front of you. It's a Ford Premier Edition, with a few mods made to sleep better. The camper part is more the boat. It pulls with all the extras in it. Okay, nice. Hybrid combo. Still, mate, I'd still love to see it. I don't know. There's some flowers or something over here. Oh, bless. I wonder what's happened here. I think I did hear something years ago of someone possibly dying in this lake. I don't know if that was it. Someone got caught having a wee. I don't think that'll be it. It's we've done enough exercise for one day. No, thank you. I kind of don't want to do a full loop of the lake because I'm just looking at it and I think it's very deceiving, this lake. Workout 20. Oh wait, 20 press up, mate. That's a lie. That was yesterday's one. Judy, can you do an RP, please? Appreciate you. So, chat, does anyone know what this is actually for? This sort of cage stuff. I mean, I'm guessing it's like some sort of like bank protection. There's definitely someone in chat that knows the full real function of this stuff. I mean, my guess is literally this is to protect the bank. I'm dead after 10 push-ups. So you maintain the bank in place. Yeah, okay. So to stop the bank moving, basically, is that what it is? Erosion prevention, yeah, that makes sense. All right, I'll quickly tell you my other story. Just stick you here. Oh, chat, why'd you fall over? There we go. Thank you, Judy. Appreciate you. I don't actually see that on, just FYI, Judy. Anything stream elements I don't see on that chat, and I also don't see exclamation marks as well. So if we're ever doing IRL out and about, if you put an exclamation mark, I won't see it unless I have the actual chat phone. Is that a crocodile? Probably, mate, yeah. Hopefully it comes a bit closer so I can wrestle it, so I can flex the chat, what I do in them dangerous situations. Yeah, so the other story about keys, this is why everyone goes on about keys. There is actually a clip. Don't put the clip yet though. Let's tell the story first, and then you can watch the clip, because there is a clip where you see the moment I realise what's happened. So yeah, this one was I did some Amazon delivery streams for a bit, and yeah, I was streaming it. This was just before I started doing Just Eat and Uber Eats, because I got the Amazon stuff first. I didn't really enjoy the Amazon because I felt like I wasn't really able to fully engage with the stream, because I was like doing a delivery and then I was just in and out the car. There was not really much time with the stream, and like all stream really saw was just like the front of the car, then just moving slowly around and delivering. It just, to me personally, I didn't think that was that great. But anyway, so I was delivering all these packages, and we were on the last. There was one more. Right, so there was two parcels in my boot. So there was one over there and then one in the house here. So I was like, okay, so I just need to get this one. This one was a big one. Now, what I used to do is I don't know why, but a habit I used to do was, instead of unlock the car, I used to just unlock the boot. And what I did is I needed to deliver one of these parcels. So I unlocked the boot. The parcel was bigger and heavier than I thought, because I think it was cat litter. So it was like heavy. So I kind of needed two hands rather than just one. So I went to pick it up, and then what I did is I think I dropped the keys, and then I shut the boot. Now, obviously, the problem is I never unlocked the car. I just unlocked the boot. So then the boot, when you shut it, it's locked. So I didn't know what was going on. So anyway, at the time, I didn't really think anything of it. Shut the boot, took my delivery, took it to the door. I was like, oh, sweet, okay, I've got one more delivery, so that house there, okay. So I go back, and I'm like, you know, everyone knows the panicky pat, don't you? You've all been there at some point. Like, they're not there. Where's my keys? I'm patting away. I'm like, shit, where are they? What's happened? And I was like, maybe I've left them at the house I just delivered. Maybe when I went to deliver the box, maybe I put the keys on the floor. So I went back to the lady. I was like, have I left my keys here? She was like, oh no, there's no keys. I'm like, where are my keys? I literally haven't been far. And I was trying to figure it out, and I remember thinking like, wait, how do I get in? And then I go round and then I'm like, I haven't got my keys. And then I try and open the car, and I open it, and then there's a clip. Now you can put the clip in the chat. Now this clip is the moment I realised that I locked my keys in the car. There's also an emote. Is that emote still about? I swear we still have the emote. How's it going, DJ Mark? But that's the clip. That's the moment. That's the moment I realised I'm in trouble. So how I got out of this situation? First of all, I phoned my mum. My mum gets quite anxious driving, so she didn't want to come and drop my spare key. I did have a spare key at home, so it wasn't like massive issue, but I was about half an hour drive from my home, and everyone's at work because this was about 4:30, I think, and it was winter, so it was starting to get dark. And I phoned a couple of people, they weren't about, and then I phoned my friend, and she was like, I'm working, but I can come afterwards, so I can come in an hour and a half. So she was like, okay, oh, there's the emote. So she was like, I'll come in like an hour and a half. I was like, yeah, that will have to do. So I basically was just standing outside my car for an hour and a half, and it was really cold. It was in the winter. And there was an old guy actually who came out to see if I was all right, and he ended up making me a cup of tea. And I had that to kind of warm my hands up, and then I went to a pub as well, and I think I can't remember if did I make it to the pub, or was it closed? Might have been closed. I can't remember exactly. Maybe it wasn't. Can't remember that part of the story, interestingly enough. But yeah, I definitely walked to a pub. I can't remember if it was open or if I made it in or not. But then, eventually my friend arrived with my spare key, so I could just open my car, and then away I went. But yeah, what an absolute nightmare. How's it going, Soul Smokes? So while we're on the old chatting, next Sunday, which is obviously a week today, I am in Manchester. I remember I bought this ticket about 6 months ago. I bought a ticket to the Manchester Derby, and so I'm basically going to be out all day. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, if we're still hitting the stream streak, it's still a week away, so we might actually not hit the stream streak. But if we're still going on the stream streak, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my stream stuff, and I'm going to get a coach in the morning, and I'll just stream around a bit of Manchester. I'll just do a bit of streaming around there before the game. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do if we still have to continue the stream streak. But I was just letting you know, it won't be van stuff. It'll just be streaming around Manchester. I'll probably have a good 2 to 3 hours, I think. No, probably longer actually. Wait, what time does he say the coach picks up? Coach leaves at 10 a.m. Yeah, so I'll probably get to Manchester 12:30 to 1, and then the game kicks off at 4:30. So I'll probably get a 2 to 3 hour streaming. Roller derby hype. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because Man City are starting to pick it up now. So it's gonna be a tough one. But anyway, I need a wee now. I need a wee. I need a wee. Shall I go for a nature wee somewhere? I know my luck. Look, you can see there's no... Oh, sorry. You can see there's no one there. There's no one there. I guarantee you the moment I decide, oh, let's go for a wee, there'll be people that just turn up from nowhere. Yeah, I might go for a wee quickly. Right. No one there. No one there. I'm going to pop you down here. I need to take the... Right, PRB. Right, I'm back. How's it going, Commander Coda, as well? I'm doing all right, mate. How are you? Do you know what, chat? I think I'm getting a bit of a headache. I am getting a bit of a headache. What I meant to say is I think it's from the... I'm going to try and reduce the coffee I have because So, I've got another little story. I feel like today is just like story time with Stevie. The Ball of the Foot Derby, my next guess was Demolition Derby. So that would have been at F2. Roller Derby hype. Tactical wee, it was a bit of a tactical wee. Stealth P, nature calls, it did cool. Must be from not drinking 10 cups of coffee. Yeah, so this is the situation. I drink about 3 cups of coffee a day. Now, a lot of you will be thinking, oh, that's not too bad, that's not much. But the problem is, I drink, I have like double the amount of coffee in my coffee mug. So, it's probably the equivalent of 6 coffees, because I like it really strong, and I mean really strong. They're like 2 heaped. Do you know what? It might even be the equivalent of 3 coffees per cup. So I probably have the equivalent of 9 coffees, so like some people drink. I don't really know. I just know I drink very strong and a lot of coffee. And from the research I'm doing, I was about to ask, are you hydrated enough? And then you said coffee. Yeah, so I think it's related to hydration. Well, I think this is withdrawal symptoms I'm feeling right now. If you drink coffee, you got to drink water. The headache comes from dehydration. I think what I've got now, DJ Mark, is withdrawal symptoms. It feels very familiar with the withdrawal of the coffee. So, because what I was getting at is I drink so much coffee, and today had football, and I was like, I feel like I want to sort of massively reduce the coffee, because I honestly think I am dehydrating a bit and with the coffee, because I get dry scalp, I get flaky skin on my forehead as well. And from the research, it does seem like it could be lack of minerals, lack of hydration, etc. So I need to basically cut down. So today I decided to cut down, and I made a weak coffee and I didn't drink it all. So I've almost gone from all of that coffee I was just talking about to almost not like a little bit today. So I think what I'm feeling now, this headache feels very familiar with coffee withdrawal symptoms. So anytime I get a headache, I take some caffeine, water, a bit of food. Well, yeah, unfortunately, it's the caffeine that's actually giving me a headache. It's caffeine withdrawal. So if I had caffeine, it probably would actually cure the headache. Yeah, because I'm giving the body the caffeine that it kind of wants. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is long term, I want to reduce the amount of coffee. I want to try and, I don't know. I do like my coffee, and coffee can be good for you. Sounds like a better idea would be gradually reduce rather than a drastic reduction, surely. Yeah, it would be, Digital Dog. I guess I underestimated the amount of reduction. So yeah, I kind of messed up with that. But yeah, I want to probably go to maybe like one coffee a day. Are you taking a caffeine break or just bring it down to a cup a day or something? Yeah, I want to bring it down to like a cup a day. Just reduce it slowly. But how much water have you had today? I've had loads of water today. This is the other thing, is I think it's the quality of water as well. Grab a can of Monster from the garage. Definitely not. How nice these colours look though. Obviously we've missed sunset and a straw. Nah, not happening, man. Not happening. But yeah, I want to get to a stage where I'm only having one coffee a day and also hydrating myself with the water. So today I had a lot of water after football. I also, when I went out for a meal, I ordered a litre of mineral water. So I had some mineral water. And so I've definitely drunk plenty, hydrated, and also obviously I just went for a wee and it was very, very clear, and it was mineral water, so it's very likely to be a caffeine withdrawal headache. I get headaches whenever I reduce caffeine a lot, suddenly, normally unintentionally, just busy or something. Yeah, exactly, I know that's what it is, Digital Dog. So I guess I just have to kind of accept the pain, you know. I'll have a coffee in the morning, that'll probably help. But yeah, I think reducing it, and then I'm not going to cut it out completely, because I have heard that there are like health benefits of coffee, but like anything, caffeine is a drug, isn't it? Effectively, so like anything, you have too much of it and it's not good for you. So yeah, I want to reduce, but the other thing I want to do is I want to try and, because I kind of feel like I'm going backwards and forwards here, but what I was saying with the flaky skin and everything, I think I'm just in general always dehydrated, or not hydrating my body enough. It's not able to absorb all the minerals, etc, etc. The tap water I've got in my area, I did some research, it's poor quality water. I feel like there's a lot of factors that is pointing towards dehydration. So what I'm doing to tackle this is I've ordered this bottle where it comes with the mineral stones, and what you do is you can put the tap water in, and what it does is it replenishes the minerals in the water. It also helps remove the chlorine, and obviously if you leave water on the sides, that also helps reduce the chlorine as well, because I think the chlorine evaporates. So I'm looking to replenish my body with mineral water. I'm going to be drinking more water. I'm going to be trying to use mineral, water with replenished minerals, and reduce the coffee. And I'm hoping, like even just in a week, I'm hoping if I do that for a week and my flaky skin improves, then I know what that is. I know that's what it is. But obviously if that doesn't help it, then it's something else. But yeah, I'm just doing, just stripping things back and working things out. Because when I went through that massive health kick on the back end of last year, I did actually have a chlorine filter water, and I was drinking from that, and I think that made a difference too, because I did one of those food intolerance tests, and one of the things that came back was I'm intolerant to chlorine. So that's not really ideal that we have so much chlorine in our water and my body's intolerant to it. My poison is sugar-free Monster. I've had 2-3 a day for bloody years. Oh, Gibbsy. I mean, eat whatever works for you. It's like, I don't judge other people for what they want to do. As long as you're not telling yourself, this is good for me. It's like, as long as you're being true to yourself. It's like when I have the Tim Hortons, it's like, I know that this is bad for me. I know that I'm eating pure shite, but I'm doing it willingly, knowing what I'm doing, you know. I'm just not sure it's a good idea if people try and justify things and pretend they're healthy. Then I think you're going down a slippery slope. Yeah, again, that's just my opinion. I mean, I'm quite open-minded. I'm always willing to listen to other people's opinion. And sometimes people come up with facts and comments that obviously challenges my opinions. And I am open to changing my opinions on things in general. I think it's quite important to be open to change that, because sometimes people set an opinion on certain facts, and then new facts come along, and then people are too stubborn to change their opinion. And I think that kind of hinders you, you know. Oh, we lost. Of course we're not. I have 1 or 2 cups of coffee when working. It was ridiculous, possibly 5. Yeah, I know. Do you know what, Commander Koda? I know you're saying you suffer with anxiety and stuff. I guarantee you that won't be helping. Coffee definitely enhances anxiety and stuff if you have too much. Oh. I know when I had quite high anxiety, I was also drinking a lot of coffee at the time. Seems like a nice area for running. I'd love to run here. It is quite nice. People do run here a lot. Hello, Steve. Hello, Buster. How's it going, lad? Good to see you, mate. Going for a nice little stroll. Nice little evening stroll. And then back to the van. I've actually left my pillow, which is annoying. I'm gonna have to go grab that. What's going on here then? Looks like a nice place you found. Yeah, this is the place we always park up to do the van work. I thought I might as well show you guys around the area. Although that doesn't mean we aren't lost at times in general. He made the left at the correct place. Yeah, I almost didn't. I almost went right. Why is your pillow somewhere? Because last night I didn't stay in the van. So I took it into my mum's. And then just then I grabbed it to put it back in the van, and I left it there. I literally put it downstairs and everything. I don't know how I forgot it. So I need to pick that up, because I feel like it would be a very uncomfortable night if I tried to sleep without a pillow. Some daffodils for you, Judy. Look at that. It's pretty, isn't it? Took it into Mum's, that's it. She washed it. we got butter here. Oh, wrong button. Oh. Right, I'm gonna have to. It's probably best to pick up the pillow now. Should we get some snacks? Right, I have to go back and pick up the pillow. And then we can chill in here, maybe do some work. I feel like it's late. We don't need to do any work. I don't think I'm going to be staying here, but okay, I'll put TTS back on. It's time for a meal deal. Don't tempt me. I had an early dinner. I guess you could call it an early dinner. Does look nice, doesn't it? I wonder if I should up the exposure. Have to do some errands. Thanks for the walk and talk stream. Thanks for being here, Mike. Appreciate you, man. Right, so we're going to go grab the pillow. Then I'm going to probably come back here because I can't take you to the place I like to sleep because the signal isn't very good, which is kind of nice because it means it kind of, I don't know. Oh God, my head aches. I'm just gonna have to suck it up.
Julian 620 says we saw where you sleep.
Oh, on the YouTube video. Yep, you did. I mean, my tier 3s. They knew a week ago.
Gibjoas says you have no paracetamol.
I don't. I also don't like taking it. I just don't really like taking drugs. I just think, yeah, I'm just not a fan. I'm trying to look after my body as much as possible. And I mean, a paracetamol, there's two things that I don't like. I mean, and again, this is my own opinion. Like, I get why people take them. I hope people don't think I'm like trying to be all like, I don't know, what's the word?
Schneider says any hash browns for the boys.
Oh, I can't think of the word. But yeah, it's just my own personal opinion. But I just don't like taking drugs because all they do is they mask the symptoms, which definitely is required sometimes.
Says, yay. Fuck drugs unless really necessary.
But yeah, I
says you want to be a free spirit. I understand, lol.
But I'll take a paracetamol if I really, really need it. But like my headache now is probably like a out of 10. My headache's probably between a 6 and 7. So it's not like I'm really, really in so much pain. Yeah, probably like a 6.5.
2016 says stick drugs up your jacksie.
And also, I remember years ago there was a guy who worked in the pharmaceutical I went to school with.
Dakota says I've the same about taking paracetamol.
And he said to me, and this stuck with me, he said to me how bad paracetamol was. And he said if paracetamol run through today's tests, it would fail. Like he was saying that the paracetamol would not work, wouldn't pass today's like tests to get in through the system, and it wouldn't be available on the shelf. So that kind of stuck with me a little bit because I was like, yeah, it's quite bad.
I am there.
So there's that as well. And yeah, so I take it if I really need to. If I really need some pain relief, I'll take painkillers, but only if I really feel I need it. So I don't know if you can see, chat, but like them two cars. Do you reckon they're doing a dodgy drug deal? Are we about to witness a drug deal going on?
Drugs can also have side effects that require different drugs to mask the side effects. I know from experience.
That is very true, Buster. That is so true. And obviously, I don't want to go. I don't like going into the whole politics. I try and avoid politics because I know, like I mentioned before, people get a bit extreme in their views. And I very much like to have an open mind approach on things. I don't like when people like try and ram their opinions down your throat. Like, it's like I might agree with it, but I just feel like you could like. And when you talk about politics or things like that, people do get a bit.
OBV trading Pokemon cards.
They could be, mate. They could be. So yeah, I kind of like I try to avoid things like politics. Yeah,
I feel that.
And even if you get onto the subject of, you know, the drugs and the pharmaceutical companies, and you know, that is a bit of a scam. Like, I do think it is a bit of a scam, and there does seem to be an element of they're trying to keep us sick, etc., etc. I probably shouldn't have said them words actually, because I'll probably get shadow banned on Twitch. But yeah, I try and avoid it a little bit because people do get a bit extreme with their views. So I don't mind touching on it if people can kind of stay relatively calm about their response and stuff, and can just, you know, talk about it on a surface level, and also not try and say I'm right, you're wrong, and just have an open discussion, and then also just quickly agree to disagree on things.
Chat FM says keeping talking, we going to be filming Pusher evidence in a sec.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but imagine if there is some dodgy deal going on right in front of us. And then they're gonna.
I3 Astagby says to a certain extent, I totally believe that.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. But anyway, we also the other thing is it's kind of getting that balance of, you don't want to focus too much of the negatives of the world. You know, there's so many great things about life and living. And it's good to be a bit aware about things, but also you don't want to allow yourself to go too deep down the rabbit hole and end up focusing too much on the negative things about life and the world. So it's also good to stay at a surface level sometimes, so you can just then focus your attention and energy on the better things about life. You know, like the beautiful sunset we just witnessed, or you know, the fact that I'm getting to build my home in this van, you know, things like that. Or, you know, the fact that we're alive and, you know, relatively healthy, etc. So, yeah, there we go. Today is definitely story time with Stevie in it. I'm just going to quickly let my mum know I'm going to come pick up that pillow. I'm going to have to come back here as well, so I bet when I come back, if one of them are Nick Myers' place when I come back. Oh, do you want to see a... You see a picture of me, my mum and my brother? It's cute, isn't it? Okay, so... Oh, plus a delivery.
620 says or...
What did I get? Oh, my water bottle. My water bottle has arrived. So you left your pillow, okay.
Julian 620 says get that framed.
To grab it now. Shall I get it framed and put it up in the van when it's done? Damn, it's got dark pretty quick though. What is the time? 8. It's quite good though that 8 p.m.
Julian 620 says sure.
And there's still a little bit of light.
Your bro face, he looks just like you.
Okay. Right, that deal is still going ahead.
Commander Coda says the evenings go so quick.
I'm wondering if it's worth getting like some sort of food, snack or something. Something that's like bad, but maybe not too bad.
You and your brother could look like twins.
Well, over the years,
Drake
people have thought
2020 says,
that we're
"Is this the
twins.
dogging park?"
No dogging park. Or park. Right, so I'm going to grab the pillow and maybe grab something to eat or something. I still need to do a little bit of editing today.
Julian 620 says yes.
Actually, let's get the food. What food do I get? I can't go to Big Tesco because it's shut because it's Sunday. I have to eat the little Tesco. Oh my god, that is so loud. What the hell? That's got to be Trig, surely.
Julian 620 says, didn't you just eat?
I ate at around about 4 p.m. So I ate.
Says time to wake up.
I ate like 4 hours ago. So I guess. But I hadn't eaten today. That's the only food I had. I didn't eat before football. And yeah, I've literally just eaten that today.
Julian 620 says, oh, time for a snack.
Yeah, I'm just thinking time for a snack. I think I'd second that, Julie. I'm trying to think where else I can go apart from there, where I can
Julian
chill with chat for a bit.
620 says a burger.
A burger. Yeah, I'm not going to McDonald's. Oh, I could go.
Jonas says I eat every 4 hours.
Fair one.
I3 Astagby says Mackey's hype.
Tim Hortons.
Julian 620 says no.
Julie hates Tim Hortons. It's better than McDonald's, Julie. Ah, this is where.
I3 Astagby says, or Burger King actually, get some good offers with their app. Baby Beast Twitch says everybody got quiet when you mentioned Tim Hortons. Julian 620 says whatever you say. Gibjoas says I vote meal deal.
I'm gonna reverse into this bush side this time. Simply because last time I reversed into the concrete bollard, so
I3 Astagby says watch the post.
exactly. That's exactly why this time round. So you see that post in front,
Julian
chat?
620 says is that why one of them is slanted.
It's a concrete post. At least this bit is like a bush. So
Trick 2020 says, was it clipped?
I don't think it was. I don't think you really
Astagby says
knew.
that post got the DNA of your van on it.
What's going on with the lens? Why does it feel like the lens is so like? Is it dirty or something? What's going on? Seems a bit crazy, a bit cray-cray. Interesting.
Trick 2020 says no the light.
It just like, look at the light, it's all like...
Trick 2020 says is bright. Gleam 620 says looks like I have astigmatism.
I feel like that, did that improve it? Alright, chat, so... I've disconnected the mic because some of you guys remember. Unfortunately, with this phone, I don't know why it does it, but it doesn't allow the mic to work.
620 says to take the mic off.
It doesn't allow the
Astagby says stealth stream time.
Stealth stream time, yeah. It doesn't allow the mic to work without the cable. I don't know why. There's also other mics you can get where you can have a very small subtle plug. If I could get hold of them, I don't know if I need any. Any ideas of what we can get? What sort of snack? I'm not going crazy with the snacks. Maybe some nuts as well as
Gibjo says
chocolate.
Operation Tesco.
Operation Tesco, exactly, mate. I might even, let me just try this. I might put this lens on. Is it this one?
Gleam 620 says I was gonna say almonds.
Yeah, that does actually work. This might be better for incognito, just because it's like wider, and I'll be like holding the phone all over the place. I feel like it just might work better like this. Obviously, chat phones, you're going to be waiting there. So any alerts, blurps, you're just going to set it off in the car. It's not going to go off in
5K_ says dried pitted prunes. Check out 170 says sorry if this has been said, the time is wrong on the overlay as clocks went forward.
Good shout.
Says large bag of crisps,
Good
pack
shout.
of Jaffa cakes and a can of Monster.
Large bag, so I'm going for a snack, an unhealthy snack, but I'm trying to make better choices, and I feel like I don't want the crisps. Jaffa cakes don't seem too bad, but I'm not going to get a can of Monster. My liquid intake at the minute is just water, so at least I'm making that healthier choice. But yeah, snacks, I think I've got to get myself a Yorkie Duo. Okay, let's take you in. I need to make sure I have the
5K_ says Kit Kat.
we need this.
Robert _L_ Santangelo_ says air fryer chips.
Air fried chips.
Ro0KZ says go for the Tesco meal deal.
Oh, I mean, Tesco meal deal. I mean, I could if I've got maybe. Nah, I feel like with the Tesco meal deal as well, like, again, there's just a lot of
Check
crap
out 170 says Orange Clubs.
the mains. Unless I got a sushi meal deal. I feel like there's less crap in the sushi. Orange Clubs. Right, okay, let's find ourselves in Tesco. Right. Incognito.
Gibjo says I'm a basic bitch, I have cheese and ham.
Whatever works. Whatever does the job.
I3 Astagby says any jam donuts. A bag of 6 goes down well.
Right, it's incognito, so. quid. Monster. Hello, Mammy. Currently in incognito, so I can't really talk. So otherwise we might get kicked out. I think I'm going to scrap the meal deal. I might just buy this on its own as a snack. I only have vegetable sushi. And that's got loads in it. Guilty pleasure. $60. Wait, who did the 60 months? Thank you for whoever did the 60 months. I'm incognito at the minute. Cookies. Excuse me, do you have any nuts?
Nuts here.
Down here, are they?
Yeah, here, store.
Thank you. I have some snacky nuts. Definitely making some healthier choices here, chat. Roasted nuts. Mix.
Don't forget to scan or tap your club card. Don't forget to scan or tap your club card. Please tap club card accepted. Payments accepted. Thanks for shopping at Payments accepted. Thanks for shopping at Tesco.
Don't forget caffeine. I didn't want to get some caffeine. Anyway, look at this little beaut, look. Look at that. Alright, let me put my mic back on. Cute little window, innit? Actually, let me just check how much room I have around the back here. Oh, I still have a little bit of room, actually. That's good to know. Definitely well worth parking this side over the other side. Right, who was the 60 months? Jake with the 60 months. Let's go, bro. Is he still here? Yeah, sorry, we're in full incognito. Yeah, in the UK, there seems to be this I don't know, hate against filming in shops and stuff. I don't know where it's come from, but people get really crazy about it now. And especially, I don't know if you guys have heard of someone called Eddie Abu. He goes into Tesco's and he like starts criticising like a lot of the foods and crap and whatnot in there. And so since like content creators like that,
Gibjoas says we're very reserved as a people, aren't we, lol?
Yeah, people get very funny about it, so it's like it's very tough.
Robert_L_Santangelo_ says I've heard Lily Allen sing about Tesco.
Well, there you go. Now you've been in there. So yeah, this is quite a nice healthy snack. I literally just went with some roasted mixed nuts, which looks like it has cashews, almonds. I don't know what else is in there. And then my favourite, this is like a naughty, but you know, we'll have the naughty first. So I need to go get my pillow, and then we can chew in the back. I'll have to find somewhere to go. Oh, good.
Coca-Cola Mommy says is us money worth more there? Like if someone donated 20 USD, how much do you receive there? I only ask because prices say 1.30.
It's hard to explain, but from conversations, I've just realised you haven't got the lens on. Where did I just put that? Oh, have I lost it? I don't know. Here it is. From conversations I had, is I don't think there's more. You get more. I think it's about the same. There we go. I think it's about the same. 20 USD would be about £16. So yeah, so when you're saying price, you say £1.30. We do have a command actually. If you put exclamation mark C, I think the C works. Exclamation mark C space and then a number, and then it will convert pounds to dollars. If that helps, like understand the value. So if you put exclamation, I don't know how you do it. Wait, let me try and figure this out for you. Yeah, so that's £25. So I guess, for example, if you put C, I think it does decimals. 1 point, what did you say? 1.3. So yeah, £1.30 is approximately 168 USD. Yeah, so baby bears, the command is !C. If you want to do convert, you have to put what currency you're converting. So you do like that. Oh.
Baby Bistwitch says
Can't remember. Wait. Convert. $20 USD.
Gibjoas says at one point in time 1 was 2.
It was a brief time, but there was a time when £1 bought you $2. It was the
Baby
good days.
Bistwitch says there you go. Coca-Cola Mommy says thanks guys, good to know.
No worries. No worries. But yeah, I think it's cheaper. I think it's fairly level. I mean, maybe you'll know more if you saw more products in there and were able to do more conversions, but yeah. I hope you're proud of me, chap. That was a step in the right direction. Mixed nuts and a Yorkie. I mean, I know Yorkie bar is bad, but at least I only got the Yorkie, you know.
Coca-Cola Mommy says, are you almost done with the convert of the van yet?
No. I've got loads to do.
Bannybo_blank says hello.
Hello, blank. I didn't catch your name because TTS ruined it. I'm gonna have to switch to on me to avoid doxing, which is kind of annoying because you're not really going to be able to see much because it's dark.
Bannybo_blank says it's because my name has 8 underscores in it.
Fair enough. I wish sugar didn't taste so nice. Definitely make things easier. I think I left my headphones as well.
Gillian 620 says, so what did you end up getting?
Just the Yorkie bar and the and some mixed nuts. So yeah, unfortunately we're gonna have to deal with a dark stream until I get to where we want to be.
Julian 620 says I said apple slices.
Well, I'm sorry, Julie, okay? My last piece. Savour it.
Vannybo_blank says hello Julie, how are you?
Oh, you know Julie? Or is it just, you're just making conversation?
Julian 620 says hello. Vannybo_blank says I'm just being friendly with chat.
Oh, I see. Fair enough. But Julie normally is fine as long as she's had her coffee.
89 says you getting your pillow.
Yeah.
Julian 620 says right, is that so wrong? Canelpanayak says by the way, does your van run on diesel or gasoline, or maybe whiskey?
It runs on diesel. So yeah, I need to grab my pillow before we can...
Canelpanayak says the engine sounds nice. Julian 620 says I had my coffee and nails done.
Coffee and nails done. Woo! Check you. So yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with the dark stream for now.
Mommy says yes, I am the same. I have to have my latte in the morning, lol. Vannybo_blank says Julie, I love coffee. I own 4 coffee machines.
Wow. What type of coffee machines? Do you mean like, what is it, one of them automated ones with the capsules, or do you mean a real coffee machine?
89 says I have 4 coffees a day.
Yeah, we were just talking about the coffee situation earlier. I have too many coffees, and I think this is... Do you, like, you have 4 coffees a day. Do you suffer with dry skin on the scalp?
Julian 620 says sheesh, 4 coffee machines. Vannybo_blank
Sorry,
says a barista
I just realised that's like
a pod machine, a filter coffee machine.
I just realised that's
some
quite
weird one.
quite a personal question. I didn't mean to just throw out a personal question there. I'm really trying to be like, I'm just trying to be curious. I'm just curious because obviously I'm suffering with some...
Julian 620 says I don't drink as much as you.
Actually, I might as well just reverse onto the bloody thing. Grab the...
Coca-Cola Mommy says I have 2 large lattes a day. I have an espresso machine and I make my own caramel iced latte like Dunkin' Donuts.
Nice. Yeah, I'm going to get a barista machine. So those who followed my kind of... Oh, this light doesn't work. My kind of journey overall is I did work as a barista for a little bit. The stream's going to struggle a little bit, so I'm just going to run in. I'm going to grab this pillow. I'll literally be like 30 seconds. and then we'll get going. So yeah, apologies, it's a bit bad.
Robert_L_Santangelo_ says about 4 cups a day here, and I have dry flaky skin on my feet.
Got my pillow, got my headphones. Where's the mic? Got the mic. I've got my bottle of water still there. I don't know, have yet to schedule with, oh, hang on. Day here, and I have dry flaky skin on my feet. Okay, I mean, it could be related to the amount of coffee. I'm fairly sure, because I had, yeah, sorry to like ask a personal question like that, like you didn't have to answer that. I used to get dry skin, but I use lotion so don't have to cut back on my coffee.
Robert_L_Santangelo_ says at Banibo_ yes, thank you.
Yeah, so my situation is I'm really trying to like get in tune with my body, and anything that I'm doing disservice to my body, I'm trying to listen, understand, and see what positive changes I can make. So one of them is since up in the coffee, it's kind of, I'm getting this dry, flaky skin, and all the research I do, it's because, especially if I don't drink enough water, and the water quality around it is bad. I don't want to like go through it all again and repeat myself. I went through this earlier, but yeah, basically.
Says it's mad because there's someone in my college that has like 11 coffees a day and he's always tired.
Oh yeah, it makes you tired. Oh, where am I going? Well,
Banibo_ says we keep trying to help them stop, but they keep getting more.
yeah, well that's down to them, innit? Like they own the body. It's up to them what they do with their body. But yeah, I mean, if you're doing okay, like if you're eating like 10 donuts a day, you're happy, you feel good. Like, I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but I'm just saying, like, you know, it's your body. If you're happy, then yeah, crack on. But if you're struggling in any way, you know, if you're getting anxiety, you're struggling physically with bad joints, you know, or flaky skin, whatever your like problem is, you know, it's up to you if you want to fix it or not. And if you do want to fix it, it can be fixed. You just have to do a bit of research, put the time and effort in, and make that change. And that's basically what I'm doing. You know, I've got this flaky skin. I want to get to the bottom of it. I don't want to just be like, oh, like, let's get some lotion and then that masks the problem. Like, my body is trying to tell me something. It's trying to tell me there's a problem. And I want to listen to my body. This is just me personally. I don't want to put lotion on
dry
it.
skins are due to weather outside and inside. The air around you can cause dry skin. More water helps also.
Yeah, so I think you're right. that is a big factor. I definitely think you're right in that. But I think if we were drinking enough...
Dakota says the anxiety definitely made a negative impact on my physical and mental health a lot.
Well, I used to suffer quite a lot with anxiety, and one of the biggest changes that helped my anxiety was food. Eating the right foods. I mean, my diet's a little bit like at the minute, but if you start eating all the good food and you do cut out carbs, cut out sugar, your anxiety will benefit. It's just hard to do. You need to, it's just, yeah, it's not easy. But yeah, what I was saying, what Mammy was saying is right with the whole dry skin stuff, and yeah, the cold air, they're all factors. But if you're then drinking more water to hydrate the skin to help with the extra loss of moisture, then you won't get the dry skin. So yeah, it's like your body's smart. Like, so yeah, I'm basically just deciding to listen to my body. Anyway, let's give you the more interesting view now. I don't know why the light is so like, I don't know why it's so bright. What's going on with the lens? I haven't I hope I haven't cracked the lens. I mean, that would be a massive rip if I've broke the lens. I don't know. I don't know if you stopped chatting or whether the stream's disconnected or the chat phone.
Coca-Cola Mommy says also use an exfoliating body wash to help clear
Oh,
dead skin and
God.
open pores, and it keeps it healthier too.
I
Axe
think-
body wash is a good one for men.
I think we've
DJ
just lost
underscore
the
Black
battery.
says just arrived. Looks like MK.
Hello, mate. It is MK. Are you new to the stream? Welcome in. Are you from MK as well? But yeah, I'll have to read your message, Mammy, when we stop.
DJ underscore Black says I'm old. Just not been around much on Twitch for a few months.
Oh, okay, fair one.
Coca-Cola
But yeah, I'm
Mommy says
from.
also use an exfoliating body wash to help clear dead skin and open pores, and it keeps it healthier too. Axe body wash is a good one for men.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that is a good way of like opening the pores and stuff. I have heard that. Something I'm looking into at the minute though is I'm trying to look into using natural substances. So for example, for my hair today, rather than putting hairspray or any products, I put in some coconut oil, because that's literally something you can eat. If you can eat it, then you know it's going to be absolutely good to put on your skin, you know. if it's like an actual natural food. So yeah, I'm looking for a potential natural thing to order. That's kind of like further down the line, I think. But yeah, well, like when I'm traveling around in my van, I want to have natural. Oh wow, I think the beds just fell.
Black says not from MK, but not too far away. Very distinctive H&V dual carriageways, grass verges and bus pull-ins.
Yeah, it is quite.
Mommy says yes, I use the two in my hair. I don't use hair products like gel or hairspray.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm just overall just trying to make these better choices. I'm just trying to be in tune with my body and not try and ignore and dismiss what my body's trying to tell me. I mean, that's ultimately what I'm getting at.
Robert_L_Santangelo_ says hello bar skin toner by Benton.
But my body's trying to tell me something's not right, and now I've got this flaky skin. I've had it for 6 months. And it's trying to tell me it's not happy with something, so I need to start listening. You only get one body, so I want to start listening to it. Our theatres are still here, chat. Right, chat. Now we've got to try and sneak in the back.
620 says drug deal.
Julie, didn't shout it out. I'll be knocking on the van soon. Wanting the footage. I don't know whether to stay or not. Like, part of me wants to be lazy and then stay here. Oh, where's this battery gone? Hang on. This might disconnect the mic, FYI. Julie's trying to get us in trouble, chat. Julie! Shh. I know, Julie. It's risky stuff. Where the frickin' hell? Oh, what's happened to the keys? I literally just had them. Oh, they're in my hand. They're in the other hand. There should be light soon, chat. Bear with me. Oh shit. Felt like I broke something. Oh. Yeah, something a bit different, isn't it? I promise you there'll be light soon. Bear with me. Let there be light. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I don't think anyone fires Miss Julie. I can't see where I'm standing. Alright, that doesn't reach now. I need... Hang on, chat. This is very hard to do in pitch black, but... I need that to be on its own so it doesn't... There we go. And then this could go up there. Oh. How the fuck am I supposed to block this window? Oh, God. I think I've figured it. Figured it out, sort of. Oh, God, that's going to have to do, innit? Lights. Ah, there we go. Hello. This needs to go up on them back windows, really. Oh shit, yeah, the whole back bed bit fell. Oh, I thought I could hear it falling. So awkward. Ow. Okay, I've got a sore toe. I just need some like little things to like cover these windows, you know? Why is chat so quiet?
Gleam 620 says sleep stream.
Sleep stream. No sleep stream.
620 says curtains.
Now I'm just trying to think of something temporary.
Coca-Cola Mommy says we are here hanging out.
What do you think of my van? I need to sort that out. So yeah, the next sleep stream, Julie, will be when we hit the Partner Plus. So I'll probably do it in a proper official announcement. I've mentioned it many times, but I know not everyone's here, or not everyone can be here, you know, all the time. But basically, when we get Partner Plus, so 100 Partner Plus points, then I'll do a 36-hour stream. So yeah, for each month we hit that. We do a 36-hour stream. So that would obviously include the sleep stream.
Coca-Cola Mommy says I won't make my bed like yours for my van. I need it heavy duty. Julian 620 says announce.
You need it heavy duty? You don't get much more heavy duty than this. This bed's solid. I was literally demonstrating the other day, full on jumping on it, and it does not move. This is literally absolutely solid. These wooden things fall off because this bed isn't actually fully installed because I need to keep taking it down to work. So I don't know if you can see from there, but there's literally no support underneath this because it gets all the support from each side where I put, what do you call it, riv nut bolts. I mean, if you are interested in the build, I have been uploading daily YouTube videos of the entire build. So a way to catch up and see all the details of the build, or if you ever want to find something to binge, there is a playlist for the daily vlogs, so you can just binge all the daily vlogs. So yeah, so you can see how the bed was made. But yeah, I was jumping on it the other day because it's got 3 metal beams, and they're all absolutely solid. Ah, nice, okay, that's cool. Yeah, so I was gonna put this up. This is what I do for this. Ooh. Probably not ideal.
Schneider says more cabling back here than when I last watched.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's not ideal for these situations. Unfortunately not, no. I have shared it many times, like in the stream. But to be honest, I'm not sure who said it, but any plans I will release, I will most likely make it a sub perk because I really want my subscribers to get good value. Because if you subscribe to the channel, yeah, you get no ads and then you get the emotes. But I'm trying to add more and more perks. So I have been releasing like some of the financials to my subs. So I just think it's just a good, fair way to make people feel it's worth it, you know. I don't want my subs to feel like it's not worth the value, you know. Value is important in life, I feel. Colonel. Oh, Colonel, you are a sub. Perfect.
Says, yeah, but being here alone is worth it when we sub.
But being here alone is worth it when we sub. Ah, you cutie. Well, yeah, I mean, I kind of understand, but also I do want to just bring as much value as possible. And that's just what I want to do. I can't remember how I have this set up, but I kind of... Let's go on this one. Yeah, I need a better solution for this. Better than nothing.
Philly Flyers says hello, hello.
Hey, Philly Flyers, how's it going, lad? go. Now we're kind of... I don't...
Flyers says I'm late. Julian 620 says hi Phililo.
You are late. You are late. What do we... What do we do about that, July? Oh. Did you say you watched the YouTube video, Julie? Today's one, I mean. Yeah, this is just not quite long enough. Oh, God's sake. I might sleep here tonight, but I just prefer the other place because it's just quieter and you just I kind of feel safer there because it's just no one's around.
620 says Stevie showed his family pic. Coca-Cola Mommy says I just subbed on your YouTube.
Hey, thank you. Let's go. We are very close. If there's anyone here that hasn't subscribed to YouTube, no pressure. If you're not into YouTube or whatnot, fair enough. But I have, what do you call it?
Julian 620 says, yeah, this place is sus.
If you...
Philly Flyers says I missed some content.
You missed loads of content. But yeah, basically, I am actually currently on 16.99. So, if you want to get me up to that 1700. But yeah, basically, I've been releasing YouTube videos every single day since I got this van. We are day 72 on the YouTube, day 82 live, because the YouTube's 10 days behind, and that is done on purpose. But yeah, do we have a link to put in the chat for the YouTube? I'm just wondering if there's anyone who can get that to 1700. Is there anyone to boost it to that 1700? Anyone who just thinks, do you know what? I like a bit of Stevie D content. I want to see how the van's getting on. I mean, especially if you can't be here that often, it's definitely a good way of catching up because you can see the progress in like 5-10 minute videos. Ooh. I do love my little home. It is nice. I do wish that I do have the electrics. Once I have the electrics, honestly, that's the game changer. That is the game changer. Inappropriate duty. Whoa. Oh. I'm going to take my shoes off.
Philly Flyers says ETA for solar setup.
ETA for solar setup. I mean, that's a good point. I should probably...
Coca-Cola Mommy says yes, electric is the hardest in my opinion.
Oh, it's the easiest for me. What do you mean hardest as in not having it available? But in terms of installing it, that's the easiest for me. That's my forte. All this building stuff.
Says I don't approve of this spot.
Do you mean where we're parked, or do you mean the angle? Oh, I'm also very grateful of the freaking leg space.
620 says Stevie is an electrical architect. Julian 620 says yeah, parked.
All right, let's see if any of you absolute beauties got me up to 1700. Hey, done it. Thank you, whoever who subscribed. Legends. We also are aiming towards...
Canal Panayak says I would say plumbing. Diesel heaters installing and such are the hardest.
Nah, I disagree with that as well. Plumbing. Plumbing may be more difficult, maybe. Diesel heaters installing. I personally think the hardest are the external stuff like the skylight and the fan. I think another one of the hardest for me is installing the water
Philly Flyers
tanks
says, where are we parked?
in the usual spot that we do the work.
Philly Flyers says Sausage Park.
Yeah, Sausage Park. This is where we got the sausage. Yeah.
L_Santangelo_ says already subscribed on YouTube. Notifications are on. It said you have 1.7k.
I do, mate. Yeah, 1.7k.
20 says a dogging spot.
So you guys, have you enjoyed? Do you enjoy this chilled content of just being in the van, just being here, chilling, chatting? I know it's a bit different. It's not
Tricky
the
53
usual.
says hardest is all subjective to your own skill sets.
Exactly, that's very, very true. It is very subjective. Because, yeah, what I find difficult, other people find very easy.
MB_Dragon says enjoyed the chill stream. You should make this a regular thing.
Glad you enjoyed it, bro.
Nayak says yup, definitely enjoyed.
Nice, okay, that's good to hear.
Mami says I'm simple so I just want a lot of power. Philly Flyers says well said Tricky. Julian 620 says we didn't go to Timmy's.
I wanted to, Judy, but you basically made a big fuss. So, we couldn't go. I'm simple, so I just want a lot of power. Wait, what do you mean, Mammy? You're simple, so you just want a lot of power. The power in this is going to be an absolute beast, honestly. Honestly, you're going to be surprised. But yeah, thanks for letting me know what you thought.
Mami says electric.
Yeah, I just didn't understand the statement. I'm simple, so I just want a lot of electric or a lot of power. What do you mean by you're simple? I didn't get the context, you know.
Says Stevie was talking about losing his filly.
Using his filly?
620 says car and van.
I'm not losing my filly. What are you talking about, Julie?
Tricky 53 says how many batteries and what kind of batteries. Coca-Cola Mami says meaning a no-build van I have.
How many batteries and what kind of batteries? I am going to have 2 lithium 608 amp hour 12-volt batteries. So they are absolute beasts. And
says we lost again.
You lost again? No, we haven't lost any keys. So yeah, 2 of them. So those who know a bit about electric, my power system's gonna have 1216 amp hours. Nah, I just told the full story of when I lost the keys in the lake, and then the story of when I locked the keys in the car.
Philly Flyers says oh.
Yeah. Which we have the picture that check out.
Says sucks, missed it.
Yeah, I just went through the full story, and then check out linked the picture of me and Steffi outside the van, and then obviously we got the clip for the car. Yeah, thank you for that emote there, Julie. Yep, that is the moment I realised my keys were locked in the car and I couldn't get in. Yeah, good times. Anyway, where's my snack? What do I do with my snack?
1 rupee says Stephen go to bed.
I am in bed. Oh yeah, but like I said, I don't think I'm going to stay here. I think I'm going to move to my favourite spot. I wish I could take you there and stream there.
Philly Flyers says locked in the car was one of the best streams ever. I cried laughing that day.
Well, thank you, Philly, mate. Yeah, thanks for your support. You actually cried with laughter.
Tricky 53 says how many different charging methods are you planning on?
There's just going to be, I think it is it free?
One says, hey Stevie, hey chat.
Hello, Runa Ravin, good to see you. Stivai? Who's Stivai?
Sleeping incoming. Philly Flyers says it was such a Stevie thing to do.
So there's going to be the commando socket, or as you call shore power, which I have the charger. It's a 50 amp.
Says, ha, ha, Siri.
50 amp charger.
620 says Philly laughing at someone's misfortune.
Yeah, I know, Julie. Don't pretend you didn't laugh as well. So yeah, I'm gonna have the shore power. I'm gonna have the
620
alternator,
says such a thing from Philly to do.
and I'm also going to have the solar power. So they're the three methods of charging, and I think them three are more like plenty. I can't think of any other charging methods I'd need. They will do the job. So every
Philly
time you're
Flyer says
driving,
it's Philly
it's
to ride.
charging. Anytime it's sunny, it's charging. And then if you're desperate, you find somewhere to plug it in. So, you know, spot on as far as I'm concerned. Right, I got my pack of nuts somewhere.
Was wondering if you was going to have a DC to DC from the driver.
Oh, of course, that's like a no-brainer. Like, to me, that's one of the most important ones. Like, I would argue potentially more important than solar, because I feel you can like just drive, you can turn the engine on and create power, whereas solar you can't tell the sun to come out. But with a DC to DC charger, you got the alternator, so yeah, anytime you're like, oh my god, I've run out of power, you just turn the engine on. So that is just the top off from daily usage. Yeah, but also it's going to be quite a strong system. And if it's really sunny and I'm in the sun, the good thing is I'm pretty sure the solar power will pretty much be able to power my aircon, which is perfect. So it just means that as long as it's on a steady level. But yeah, if it is really sunny, it can power the solar, the aircon. So, but yeah, I mean, this is all theoretically, and you know, you're looking at stats, but it's really hard to really know until you actually test it in real life. The actual physical real test. Where did I put the other phone? There we go. I picked up them nuts somewhere. I don't know where I've put them.
Philly Flyers says aircon for 15 minutes in solar. Tricky53 says that's why I am so overbuilt on solar. On Overcast I still charge from solar.
Yeah.
Blank says MHM.
So, yeah, I mean, my solar panel system, I aim to have a 800 watt running 2 series parallel circuits. So 800 watt is quite a powerful system. So yeah, I'm feeling fairly optimistic about that. Right, let me get my nuts. I mean, I have enough to get 800. I feel like 800 on a van. Whoa! I feel like I've been drinking. Steady. Where did I put my nuts? I'm sure I put them on here. Here they are. I knew they were here somewhere.
Says Tricky53 says in the same place they have always been. Ranibo_ blank says sorry I went to the store.
No worries.
170 says the man has lost his nuts. Leo 1 rupee says get your nuts in.
I found my nuts. So we've got almonds. Do you want me to move you closer? Are you happy over there, chap? Hazelnut.
Check out
Cashew.
170 says salted or dry roasted. Vanibo_ blank says hello Leo.
Just roasted.
Nice to meet you.
Banny Bo, it's not nice to meet Leo. Kappa.
Leo 1 rupee says hi at Vanibo_ blank.
So hazelnut, almonds, cashew. I think that's it.
Leo 1 rupee says TF, you mean DVD.
Also, they call me DVD.
Checkout 170 says hello at Banibo _ blank. Nice to meet you too.
They're not salty nuts, no.
Says salty nuts.
Not salty. I'm assuming by the fact you didn't answer it, you're happy to be left over there, chat. I wasn't sure if it was a bit far away and you wanted to come in closer. Close to the action.
Says hairy nuts.
They're not hairy nuts either.
_ blank says I bought crispy coated peanuts.
Fair one. They are nice.
Banibo _
But I'm
blank
trying.
says at Philly Flyers, hello, nice to meet you.
I'm trying to eat a little bit healthier.
Philly Flyers says hello at Banibo _ blank.
Banibo _ blank.
He says shaved nuts confirmed. Checkout 170 says I am happy with the location of the phone. When you fart after the nuts will not hit us so quickly.
It depends what you mean. If you mean the sound, makes no difference because you're on the mic. Yeah, I ought to do some editing today. Oh.
Leo 1 rupee says, did you have a Sunday roast for dinner, Stephen?
No, I had.
One says, we can see you just fine. It's good to see you with the bed set up and you all cozy in your home. Philly Flyers says,
Yeah, I thought I'd
checkout is a
show
forward
you.
thinker.
Yeah, I'm a bit gutted. Like, I don't do this that often because where I like to sleep,
Checkout 170
I don't get
says
signal.
Philly Flyers sometimes lol. Julian
I don't really like staying at this
620
place.
says in the burger.
No, I got I had like a beef. It was like a beef and mash. I can tell you where I went if you guys are interested in looking online, checking out the menu and that. Although they had a special Mother's Day menu.
Checkout 170 says, is this sausage location?
This is indeed sausage location, yeah.
Leo 1 rupee says beef.
Is that Con's face?
Robert _ Santangelo _ says looks like a spaceship. Philly Flyers says Sausage Park.
We should call it Sausage Park, yeah.
Leo 1 rupee says Julie. Banibo _ blank says, what have you been doing today?
What have I been doing today? So, I played a game this morning. Game of football. We won 2-1. Lovely jubbly. I got an assist. One of our team members got sent off. Got a straight red card. And after that, I went to my mum's and showered. And then went out for dinner with my mum, brother, and stepdad.
Leo 1 rupee says, there we go. Checkout 170 says red card are not good. Philly Flyers says, wow, red card in the senior league. Banibo _ blank says big W.
In the senior league? What do you mean in the senior league? It was a bit unlucky, I think. it will sound bad when I tell you, but it was unlucky. But
Tricky
basically,
53 says lol.
he went to kick to clear it, and he ended up kicking him in the face. I think it was definitely a yellow card. I personally felt a straight red was harsh. He would have got sent off anyway, because he already had a yellow, and I think that was at least a yellow. So he would have got sent off regardless, because he would have got a second yellow sent off.
Leo 1 Rupee says, did you score then? Tricky 53 says, Senior League good go at Philly Flyers shoots fired.
I actually, I record all my goals and assists this season. I've got 15 assists and 8 goals. So I've been involved.
Check out 170 says booked, yeah, but not red.
I've been involved in 23 goals so far this season.
Philly Flyers says, Stevie, will you be the world champion of Milton Keynes?
Nah, we won't, mate. Not even close. We have been the world champions of Milton Keynes before, though.
Check out 170 says, Stevie, have you had a red card?
Nah, never. I think in my entire career I've had maybe 3 yellow cards. Never a red.
Check out 170 says, good bow. Check out
Good
170 says, boy.
Not that type of player. Oh, Mammy. I don't know if you're still here, Mammy, but thank you for your kind comment. I'm going to be watching your YouTube videos today. Get more coffee ready for all your videos. Yeah, the earlier videos had more, I don't know, I felt like they had more to it.
Check out 170 says, you're going to be showing United how to play footy.
Unfortunately not. But yeah, next Sunday I'm actually going to
Vanibo _ blank says it was funny because the Sidemen charity match one of the players shredded the yellow card with a shredder.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah. Yeah, next Sunday I'm going to the Manchester Derby, so if we're still doing the stream streak, which I'm not sure. I thought we were going to end the streak around now. But we're still going. Oh, sorry, I just realised the mic was somewhere.
Do you not have a mic on?
Sorry. Yeah, it was away. Yeah, so on Sunday, if we're still streaming, because I'm getting picked up at the coach 10 a.m. I have to be there for 10 a.m. The game starts at 4:30. By the time I get home, I think I'll get home at like...
Check out 170 says it's VD City a week today then.
10...
Check out
it is, yeah.
170 says United.
Yeah, so I wouldn't have time to stream while I'm, because I'm out all day. But there's a nice little window of when I arrive in Manchester between kickoff. I think I'll probably arrive in Manchester around about 1 p.m. Kickoff is 4:30 p.m. So if we manage to keep the streak going, and I still have to do a stream, I should be able to squeeze in around about 2 to 3 hours stream while in Manchester. So I'll just bring my streaming phone and yeah, I'll do some do some streaming around Manchester, around the area. Hopefully it's a nice day. The only slight problem I have, actually, I'm going to find out if the coach goes to the car park. I wonder if I'll be able to still get access to the coach. If I can still get access to the coach, that would be perfect, because then I could take my whole selfie stick and everything, and just before the kickoff, I can take my streaming stuff back to the coach and put it on the coach. Yeah, I might find out about that, because that would probably be the perfect solution. As soon as I get off the coach, I start stream, and then just before kickoff, go back. Yeah, I can see if Kurt's free. I know it's a bit outside of Manchester, Old Trafford, isn't it? It's not quite the... I'd feel a bit harsh asking him to come outside of where he lives just for like an hour or so, or 2 hours. But yeah, I'll have to see. But yeah, hopefully it is a sunny day. When I last went to a United game, it was a beautiful sunny day. It wasn't particularly warm because it was still winter, but it was beautiful sunshine. It was beautiful sunshine, and there's like this area with like water. And wait, did I have? Yeah, and I was just walking around, and it was just a very nice, vibey area. And I thought this would be quite cool to stream. So yeah, hopefully I can take you around that area. Whoa. Just trying to think what I'm going to do for today's YouTube. When I say today's YouTube video, I mean the video that is going on YouTube in 10 days' time. That is the content of today. I didn't get any content from the football. I got almost nothing from the dinner, which I was supposed to. I forgot. So I feel like I've severely lacked the content today. So I think I'll do a little vlog entry before I go to sleep. I'm just trying to think what else I can add in. I need to add in something to kind of pad out the video, because otherwise it's going to be like a 2-minute video. I mean, I can use bits from today's stream. I suppose it was a nice walk. I mean, I suppose I could use bits of the walk. I mean, I could put in the story of losing the keys in that Italian lake. I could put that in there. But yeah, it's not. I didn't do any van work today.
Robert_L_Santangelo_ says beats having a flat, an apartment or a house. #van life. Check out 170 says the location at the lake looked peaceful.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like pros and cons. It's definitely like challenging at the minute because there's just no room for anything, and getting washing done is just awkward. I have to go to my mum's for the washing. And then I don't have a shower in here, so I'd have to go to my mum's or the gym. I still feel like there's a little bit of reliance on external factors because the van's still early days, but at least I can sleep in here, stream in here, eat and drink in here, I suppose. That location at the lake looked peaceful. It did, didn't it? So maybe I can try and add in a bit of content from the walk. Yeah, I'm just a little bit annoyed at myself that I didn't get any football content. Like, even if it's just panning the football pitch, and normally I'd do all that, but I just got nothing. Kind of annoying. slacking a little bit. Yeah, it's been a tiring day, so it kind of is nice to have a day off doing van work, because it is tiring. I think this is the first day that I've kind of had a proper day off, because I know I've like had days where I've done very little and just like chatted and planned and stuff. But I think today's the first time I've literally done absolutely nothing. I think that van's gone. I wonder where they've gone. They're always here. I wonder if they heard my talking and were like, noisy fucker, I'm going.
Checkout 170 says, going forward, what about making Sunday the day of rest?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that is the play. I mean, maybe Sunday becomes a regular evening stream. Maybe that's the play, because everyone here seems to enjoy the whole chilling, getting to see I guess, what I do in the evening, you know, because you see me working on the van, and then I guess it kind of makes you feel a bit more immersed in the journey to see me getting all ready for bed.
170 says, just putting it onto the table, do not have to.
Oh, I know, check out. I know you're not saying I have to. All ideas are welcome here, mate. Yeah, the only criticism I'd say about this bed is the
Technique says, what's all this then?
what's all this then? What's all what?
Check out 170
I can't remember what I was saying now.
cheers, mate.
Oh yeah, that was it. The airbed. I just find the airbed a little bit uncomfortable.
Technique says 24-hour stream.
No, mate.
620 says yes.
No, it's because it was Mother's Day, so I went out for dinner.
620 says sleep stream. Philly Flyers says blurbs on. Julian 620 says blurbs on.
I guess if I'm struggling for money for the project, and I can't buy anything I need to move the project forwards, then I probably have no choice. I'll have to do a sleep stream and stick blurbs on. But no, to be honest with you, I am so grateful for the support I've got to be able to keep this project moving.
Let's go.
10-bit blurbs. Nah, F that.
Philly Flyers says huge money maker.
10k bit blurbs. Yeah, that's more like it. Thank you. That did not work one bit. That one. That was a waste of 39 bits. I think it was because the phone was right in front of me. Can't remember what else I was saying, but yeah. Basically, I'm just grateful that I have the support I have, because that's why the project is always moving. I know sometimes it's moving slowly, but it's always moving, and I don't feel I'm in a position to be like, oh shit, I can't get the next thing I need. Because what I'm doing with my like money management is, I've spoken about this before, but there's a company called Klarna in the UK, and Klarna is a way where you can split payments, and eBay does Klarna payments, which is perfect. And what else does Klarna? And a lot of companies as well, you do Klarna payments. So, like, for example, even the cabling. Oh, shit.
Stream streak was a brilliant idea.
Yeah, it was a good idea. It
Check
was a
out
good idea.
170 says PayPal
This definitely
does pay
helps.
in free to think.
Does pay in free too. Yeah, but don't you have to sign up or something? Or, like, is there not interest? Klarna's interest free, by the way. I don't know. I just feel Klarna. What I like about Klarna is the way the app is as well. The app's so good. It's just everything's all in one place. You can just see the date. I just feel like with the PayPal app as well, it's just so messy. And you like the two-factor thing on the app as well is a pain because you have to two-factor every sign-in, even if you want to just view a balance. And you then have to go in the app, and then you have to come out of the app to go to the authenticator. So PayPal just functionality is terrible, but yeah, Klarna is just so user friendly and so easy. It's all interest free. Yeah, spot on really. You can also use it in places like Wix, so I can actually use Klarna to split payments for Wix. So yeah, I bought all the cabling. I got to split that over 3 payments. So yeah, it's a nice mixture of using things like Klarna and then having the support from everyone. It just means that the project is in a better position, I think, than I expected. So that's good news. Good times. Oh, we've disconnected. GG's. What have we disconnected? Oh wait, has the modem died? Is the stream gone bad? I think the modem's died. I need to plug it in. What's happened to the stream chat? Has it survived or is it playing out now? Oh, stream's still looking good. Okay. Okay. Oh, maybe the SIM card is holding up. Still kind of annoying that my chat phone is. Let's sort it out though. Just in case someone uses a blurb and then kicks off. Calling me a scammer. 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 Where's the other cable? Alright, so there's the... Oh, I could have just... Wait, where is that other cable? This is another clutch. This is what I sleep in. It's like a fleece hood. I don't think I need this anymore, but this was a big game changer when it was freezing cold. Oh, that's not even the right modem. Oh, the modem's in my pocket. Where's the other cable gone? it's on the floor, of course it is. Wait, is Tycoon still in Spain? Is T Canuck still here? Wish I had some business trips. Whoa, I'm gonna fall. There we go, that modem should hopefully kick in a sec. Made in the shade. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm just thinking about what I should focus my energy on next in the van build. It's an all-nighter tonight streaming. It's not, mate, no. It's just, here we go. Right, TTS should be back now. Someone wants to test it. Oh.
Check out 170 says TTS. Check out 170 says scammer.
Scammer? What was I saying? Yeah, I'm basically just trying to figure out where to put my focus, because I started making the wall for the shower. And then I was like, do I really need to do this bit yet? I've got a lot of the cables in, but I need to start thinking about the electric. I think... I mean, I could turn to... I guess I've got to figure out... I'll tell you what's going on in my mind. I'm a little bit put off doing the installation for like these bits. I was going to use this fixed stuff, the 100mm, but I hate cutting it. It's so messy, and just the thought of using that stuff just stressing me out a little bit. That's the actual God honest truth. It just makes such a mess. Like, I don't want to get it outside because it's probably bad for the environment. I get it in here, it just goes everywhere. I also need some expanding foam. I probably need to buy some of that. And I also need some fluff insulation, which you can get that plastic recycled plastic balls. That stuff's quite good. And that will go in all these gaps. I do need to do the insulation on the ceiling on that bit. I need to make a decision on that ceiling. Maybe that's where I need to focus next. Yes, I think that's a good place to go. Because it curves so much. I don't really know what to do, but I think I'm going to put a straight bit of wood across.
One rupee says you defo need a bit of fluff being a while.
What? I don't want to ask. So the ceiling goes across, and then maybe what I'll do. This is my thoughts, chat. So go straight for as long as possible, and then where it curves round, maybe then like a diagonal down onto the wall. Actually, no. Yeah, I mean,
Leo
I
1
don't know.
Repeat says streaming early tomorrow about 11ish.
What? Where did that come from? Why'd I be streaming early? So what I'm going to have to do is after I finish the stream, I'm going to have to do some editing. I actually can't be bothered to move the van. Oh God, I've got to do some star jumps. 10 star jumps.
Leo 1 Repeat says I'm about that's all.
I'm
Check
about,
out
okay.
170 says not allowed to end stream until done, only sleeping stream.
Now, I already said I'll do a 36-hour stream on the month we hit Partner Plus. We're nearly at the end of the month. What does anyone know what we're on the Partner Plus? I think we're quite a way off, to be honest. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. Where did I just put that other phone? What's that?
Leo 1 Repeat says 69.
Yeah, I think I'm going to move the van. I like my other spot. So much nicer than this. It's just I don't get any signal there, so I can't stream there. But that would be so nice if I had signal there, and I could stream there, and then just job done. Lovely. It's also nice just being able to have my own space. So it might not seem like much to a lot of you just having this space, but it is nice. What's that, Julie?
Check out 170 says no networks at all work at the other location.
Not that I have. I don't think any networks really work at all. So I have this one, which is, to be honest with you,
Julian 620 says no, he streamed there during Stevie After Dark at checkout 170.
no, yeah, I was gonna say I actually did, and that was with the streaming phone. You guys said it was working okay. I'll tell you what.
170 says at Julian 620 our content there, lol.
Yeah, it was for subs. I did say in the Discord, but I did a little Discord stream, and it was kind of cool because it was nice to have the supporters like talk back to me, so it wasn't just text.
Leo
So we had
says
Julie talk.
night, need a bird in there.
We had Gwenny talk. We had Baby Bear's Twitch talk. It was quite nice. But yeah, I was gonna say my main phone is O2, and that doesn't get signal. I think. So the reason it worked, Julie, is I had the modem.
Julian 620 says Baby Bear didn't talk.
He did. He definitely did. you just decided to leave. You didn't want to listen. You didn't want to talk to him. That's fine. Yeah. I'll do a little test stream when I go there later, because I don't think I want to stay here. I'll only stay here for when we do sleep streams. But if I'm not doing a sleep stream, I'd rather stay in the other place. It's just so much nicer. Like here, you've got the traffic noise. It's quite a busy road.
620 says baby bear waited for me to leave. Scam. Leo 1 rupee says you got your laptop with you.
Nah, I don't have a laptop. So the laptop I have is pretty buggered, mate. To be honest with you, it's finished. It's pretty buggered, and it's so power hungry. And yeah, obviously it's so power hungry, so I've got no way of charging it, so it'll just die really quickly, and I can't plug it in anywhere. So
Leo 1 rupee says no marbles then. Sam.
Marbles. No marbles, mate. Maybe one day. I don't know how I'd do that. Do that anyway. But yeah, when I go to the place tonight, I'll do a little test stream. When I say test stream, I won't be live anywhere. I'll stream to the server. And yeah, and just see if it holds. But when I did a speed test, it was only giving me 0.5 meg upload. You're a scam. Philly said scam. Scam. Everybody scam. Oh, just heard the other van. He's opened his door. I thought he left, but he didn't.
Checkout 170 says 500 kilobits per second, 480p stream.
I mean, I suppose I could do a really bad quality stream. I mean, I could just go there now, and you guys I can try and bring you, and then just see what happens. But no, I just feel like it's pointless, because I'm gonna have to face the camera on me for most of it, and then it's just gonna be pitch black. So I'll just be streaming a pitch black, a black screen. Still feel hungry.
Robert _L Santangelo says I've heard Lily Allen sing about how everything's just wonderful.
That's good. Bit of positivity, innit? Oh God, it's going to be 2 degrees tonight. Oh God. That's going to be a cold morning. When I touch the skylight, it's not cold, but I feel like that must let in.
Commander Coda says that's pretty chilly.
Does anyone know? Is like, you know, glass. You know when you touch glass when it's cold outside, it is cold, isn't it? But the plastic. The plastic doesn't seem to be like cold when it's cold outside. Is plastic a better insulator than glass? Or let's just say a poorer conductor? Hmm. Just wondered if anyone could. Actually, I'll probably check it here. Plastic is a better insulator than glass because it has a lower thermal conductivity and it conducts heat much less efficiently.
Kanalpanayak says because plastic is a poorer heat conductor than glass or metal.
That's good then. So it actually is probably better than the metal. Yeah, the metal already feels cold. But yeah, I'm losing a lot of heat through these metal beams. They're freezing cold. You can feel them. And I can't insulate them yet because I need to get the electric sorted.
It transfers less heat from your hand when you touch it, hence feels warmer.
Yeah. Oh, might go for a nice little stroll in the woods in the morning. Thank you, Colonel. Thank you for the little lesson. Okay, Chatteroo. I was just thinking maybe we can raid out now. I need to change, by the way, the time is an hour later than it shows.
Checkout 170 says you're leaving us now.
Yeah. Yeah, I am, yeah.
Checkout 170 says raid Steve Aid.
Raid Steve Aid. So yeah, if you guys can stay for the raid, let's raid our friend Corey, another fellow van lifer. Right then. Yeah, thanks for the stream today, chat. I know obviously it wasn't the usual van progress. It was more chill today. Just went for a little stroll together. I'm glad you enjoy it because I will be doing these streams periodically. If I feel I need to just chill from doing the work of the van and I want to just chill and chat. And I do like chatting sometimes. But yeah, obviously I'll be live tomorrow. Back on my usual stream time tomorrow. I also I try to remember to change the overlay because the time is now 10 p.m. and I'm tired. But yeah, good night everyone. Good night, check out. Good night, Commander Coda. Good night, Philly. Good night, Colonel. Good night, Robert. And good night all. Let's go show Corey Van Life some love.